at them! Charge!
هجوم!
Drive those horsens into the
هجوم!
dirt!
طلع العازة يا عازة. اهجم! أحسن 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 أحسن. اضرب! الله 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 الله. هوب! أيوة هذه هي اللي ماسكة البوابة. أوكي. السلام عليكم يا شباب، واهلا بكم في الحلقة 15 والأخيرة من لعبة المملكة القادمة، وإن شاء الله تكون هذه الحلقة الختامية من أفضل وأقوى الحلقات لهذه السلسلة وتنال إعجابكم. وقبل ما نبدأ اللعب نتمنى منكم دعم القناة بالإشتراك واللايك والنشر ومشاهدة ممتعة للجميع. أوه
Move! Damn it, I have to get to Sir Divish! Sir, they're coming. There's no time.
Someone bring water. Breathe, man. You'll be all right. Who's coming?
There's an army on the way. And they're carrying the colors of Havel Medic of Valdek. And they're very close.
Havel Medic? He's surely not coming to help us.
Not that bastard. I have a score to settle with him. Gentlemen, Toth's reinforcements are about to descend on us.
That swine.
How many men?
We don't know exactly, but there are many, and they will probably be here by dawn.
So soon? How is it that we knew nothing about this before?
The whole land is in chaos. It's a wonder we can find out anything at all.
If they attack from the rear,
We'd be finished, just as Toth has been planning.
The sneaky weasel.
he's been one step ahead of us the whole time.
Not this time, though.
What are you thinking?
Robard, how do you think the weather will be tomorrow?
Well, sir, if my joints don't deceive me, and they rarely do, it'll rain. It'll rain buckets.
Here. We'll make a stand here, I and Radzig's men. You will wait until they charge us, and then strike them from the rear. Here and here. If we succeed, we'll have it over and done with before they notice anything in Tallmberg.
It might just work. But we'll have to leave someone in the encampments in case they do come out of Tallberg.
A few men will be all I need.
Well, that depends on whether you can hold out. We don't even know how many there are.
We will hold out.
I'll give the orders to my men.
We will be ready.
جميل.
My part in the battle, sir. I wanted to go with the Skalitz men.
I need more than that from you.
More, sir?
If we can't hold out at the quarry, we're finished. You, I, Hanish, and Radzik. And since Hanish is commanding the flank attack, Radzik is captive and I'm wounded, Captain Robard will be leading on the field.
Of course. Who better?
There's no question Robard's a good commander, but many of the men will be from Skalitz. We need someone there who knows them and has their respect.
Sir?
I mean you, Henry.
But that is...
طبعا هنري عنده دور في هذه الأحداث اللي حتصير. طلب منه السير ديفش إنه يكون قائد على مجموعة، يعني حيقود مجموعة في هذا الهجوم. لما قال لي هنري أنت حتقود المجموعة هذه وتكون مسؤول عليها وعندك يعني حتفتح جبهة لحالك، هنا هنري استغرب وتفاجأ، وعنده طبعا خيارين. قال له، أو الخيار الأول يقول له أريد أن أكون في الطليعة، والخيار الثاني يقول له أنا لست بطلا. كيف يا رجل؟ تواضع زعمته. أريد أن أكون في الطليعة أكيد.
I want to be in the vanguard.
Now hear me well, Henry. There are whole cemeteries full of heroes who rushed into danger. And if the first human you meet runs you through, it won't be good for morale. Not to mention that Radzig would have my guts for garters. In the battle, you and a group of Skalitz-men will be concealed in the woods over the road.
But, sir, I think I should...
Quiet! Don't underestimate the task I'm setting you. You'll have to keep nervous men on a short rein and not attack too soon. And then conduct the attack on the rear so fiercely and quickly that the foe has no chance to react. If the line should start to break, we need someone with their head firmly on their shoulders to keep control of the men.
Very well, sir.
That's what I like to hear. When you're ready, go and join the Skalitz men. They'll be mustering in the woods above the road to Ratay.
جميل 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 جميل. يا عيني عليك. يقول لك عندما تكون جاهزا انتقل إلى ساحة المعركة. يعني حاليا حنذهب إلى ساحة المعركة يا جماعة.
You were sadly mistaken. Havel Medic is bearing down on us with his band of goat fuckers. And if there's one thing we pride ourselves on in Tالمبيرغ, is that we defend the honor of our goats. All right, now to business. Get ready in the ravine before the bridge to Rovna. We'll drain their blood.
طيب يا جماعة خلينا نعطيكم المختصر المفيد. طبعا شني الرسول هذا لما جاء شن قال فيه قوات جاية تحمل شعار هافل ميديك رايات. وحسب كلام السير ديفش والسير روبرت ان هذا اكيد مش جاي انه بينضم معانا، اكيد جاي بيفك الحصار على تالمبيرغ. فهنا طبعا السير ديفش قام بعمل خطة عاجلة ومستعجلة لصد هجوم هذا الجيش او عمل كمائن لهذا الجيش وإيقاع الخسائر به والقضاء عليه قبل ما يصل تالمبيرغ. خلينا نشوف هنا المهمة بالتفصيل يا جماعة ايش المكتوب عليها. قال لك عندما تكون جاهزا انتقل إلى ساحة المعركة. قال لك ركض رسول إلى تالمبيرغ بتقرير عن اقتراب تعزيزات ستيفان. يبدو أن المعركة لا مفر منها. بعدين قال لك هنا ما زلت غير متأكدا مما إذا كنت لا غنى عني حقا أم أن السير ديفش لم يرغب في إخبار السير رادزيك بمقتل ابنه. مهما كان السبب حثني السير ديفش على الابتعاد عن الخطوط الأمامية في المعركة. المعركة على وشك أن تبدأ، من الأفضل أن آكل وأنام قليلا حتى أستطيع ذلك. الله أعلم متى سأحظى بفرصة أخرى. طبعا هذا هنري يتحدث عن نفسه. قال السير ديفش يعني ممكن أبعد عن المعركة في الخطوط الأمامية، يعني ما بيش يحطه في الخطوط الأمامية، خلاه ممكن تقريبا ياخذ قوة ويكون يعني يعمل كمين فقط، يعني يهاجم القوات من الخلف تقريبا أو من جهة تانية، ما يبيش يواجه القوات يعني وجها لوجه حتى لا يقتل. قال لك ما عندهش وجه بعدين باش يقابل السير رازق ويقول له ان ابنه قتل في المعارك. يعني ننطلق طول مباشرة يا جماعة، ننطلق مباشرة إلى أولها نقطة هي هنا يا جماعة. هذه انتقل إلى ساحة المعركة عندما تكون جاهزا. أوكي هاي القوات يا جماعة شوفوا. ابعد. طيب انطلق. هذه يا جماعة قوة أخرى، قوة السير هانوش. ولا من يعرف يا جماعة، باين عليه إن معركة قوية هي. باين عليها معركة ضخمة الصراحة. مني هذا. أوكي هذا كمين يا جماعة. أصبر ما نقدرش نتحرك أبدا. أوكي ما نقدرش حتى السلاح ما نقدرش نسحبه يا جماعة. باين إن لين الباقي لين نواجههم يفوتوا مع الجسر. كمين في قوة تانية يا جماعة في نهاية الجسر هناك. اوكي. والله يبين عليه الشباب قوي. هولد هجوم هجوم. طلع العازة يا عازة. هجوم. احسن هوب. اضرب احسن بعد. ها اضرب اضرب. تعال لي بعد، تعال تعال احسن بعد. امشي امشي امشي. ضربت السير دفش. حول 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 حول. اضرب يا سيد دفش، اضرب اضرب يا سيد دفش، اضرب اضرب ما توقفش. يلا يلا. وهو ما زال. ها اضرب. استناه. والله يلا قوي. يلا طيب هذا يا جماعة شادين الجسر وهجموا، البين انه حنلتفوا خلفهم. اصمدوا اصمدوا، هنا جايين. ساعد السيد هانوش. اوه قوات السيد هانوش اللي ماسك الجسر. في يلا الى القتال. تعال تعال تعال. حاول سيد هانوش ندافع عليك سيد هانوش. يا سيد هانوش. تعال تعال تعال. طيب قضينا عليه، قضينا عليهم تقريبا صح؟ يا عيني عليك. مسح جرحى، في جرحى لكن قضينا عليه.
What? This boy.
You should show a little more respect, Divish. You'll need it when you kneel before Istvan.
Oh, now the pup shows his teeth.
Istvan, you say? Not Sir Istvan? Or Lord Toth? Just how intimate are the two of you?
عرفه عرفه.
I know him. He's Eric.
إيريك.
Toth's captain and right-hand man.
Finally, some good news. Shackle him and guard him closely.
شنو ثاني؟
Those bastards want to destroy our trebuchet.
اوه هجمة على المنجنيق يا جماعة، بيدمروا المنجنيق. هجمة عكسية الباين. يا إلهي. يلا بينا. قال لك قيم العائلة بدأت المهمة. اذهب بسرعة وساعد في الدفاع عن المنجنيق. يا إله. اصبر خلنا ناخذ الحصان حقي. ناخذ الحصان يا جماعة. يلا يلا. اوه خيره خيره، هذا طيحنا حصان. اي ايوه. لا 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 لا، الباين هنا على الرجلين يا جماعة، لازم نمشي على الرجلين للموقع. يا إلهي. ما يبوكش توصل بسرعة يا ابوك، لازم تعيش اللحظة، يعني لحظة الأمل إنك توصل إلى هناك. تأمل إنك توصل إلى هناك بأسرع وقت ممكن. هيعيشوك الواقعية. أوكي هنا في جنود تانية. من هالجنود؟ من الجنود هذا؟ من الجنود هذا؟ أوه هذا مرتزق يا جماعة. اضرب. هاجمتهم الحال يا جماعة. الله 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 الله. تعالوا اهجموا معي. اهجموا. اهجم. اضرب. احسن بعد. صح مين ثاني ضربني هذا؟ يلا 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 ننتقل من المنجنيق. يلا دفاع دفاع دفاع. اوه هذا هم يا جماعة. ها واقفين على المدخل. شوف شوف. الويل لكم. ابتعد. أب 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 أب. خذ هذه خذ هذه. خذ هذه، خذ هذه، خذ هذه، خذ. تعال هنا، تعال امشي. امشي تحتاج مع المشاهد يا أوغاد. محبط يا جماعة لما تضرب حد عنده لابس درع يا جماعة. أي لا. الله هذا محارب حرنيف. هذا حرنيف هذا. تعال اضرب. الله يلقاك. فين تاني؟ هنا. اضرب. اقتل النمر. اوكي 925 قروش. اذهب بسرعة واذهب في الدفاع. نجحنا في الدفاع يا جماعة. دافعنا. الله. ايوه السير روبرت والله مخضرم. ياه انتصرنا. يا سلام.
Well,
The damage isn't too serious.
so we can shoot.
Not just yet.
Sir, what are we waiting for?
You've heard his threats, Robard. Do you want him to kill Radzig and my wife? We have to consider all our options.
And it would be a shame to destroy the castle, too. But how do we get that rat out of there?
Sir, I might have a solution. What about exchanging hostages? He was the captain at Vranjik, and he brought Istvan's reinforcements here. He seems to be on very intimate terms with Toth. He might be able to tell us something. And he might even be as valuable to his lord as Lady Stephanie and my father are to us.
You're your father's son, by God.
You're a godsend, lad. You're right. We'll interrogate this whore son, and then decide what to do next. Come to my tent when you've rested.
اوكي. انضم الى الاحاطة في الخيمة. كويس. الباقي يا جماعة انه بيديروا عملية تبادل رهائن، او هذا اللي يعني يفكروا فيه. قال له ارتاح وتعالى لي للخيمة. طيب يا جماعة عالجنا هنري وسوينا الدروع، يعني الإصابات الموجودة في الدروع أو الدمج، وحاليا احنا جاهزين ان نذهب الى السير ديفيش. فلنذهب.
Start talking, or make your peace with God.
Well now, Eric. It is Eric, isn't it? Looks like the boot's on the other foot this time, doesn't it?
Fuck you.
You need to change your tone. If you start being nice, you might just come out of this alive. So now I'll ask you a few questions, and you better think carefully about how you answer them.
طيب طبعا هنري هنا بيستجوب إيريك، وفي طبعا أساليب كثيرة باش يقنع إيريك. أفضل يا جماعة الخيار لو كان اخترنا الخيارات حسب النسبة ونجاحها، فأفضل خيار اللي هو التهديد. 20 مقابل 13 لصالح هنري. كم رجل لديه في القلعة؟
How many men does he have in the castle?
How should I know? There were nearly 70 of us at the beginning, but there's probably not even half left. But that's still more than there ever were in that castle. More than enough to defend it.
اوكي قال حوالي 70 مقاتل تقريبا في القلعة تالمبيرغ. من هو هذا؟ شنو هو؟ توث. من توث؟ يحكي على ستيفان.
Who is this Toth?
توث.
He's an orphan, same as me. The Turks killed his parents, so he started killing Turks. Sigismund needed men like that, so Istvan ended up in his service.
اوكي. كيف قابلته؟
How did you meet him?
What's that got to do with anything?
اوكي هذه فشلت. ماذا
What is he
بعد؟
after?
Are you really that clueless? to destroy Wenceslas's allies. You.
لمن
Who
يعمل؟
does he take his orders from?
Are you stupid? He works for Sigismund.
حق. سنبادلك بالرهائن.
Listen to me. Toth has hostages in the castle, and we have you. So, how about an exchange?
Do you take him for a fool? Do you really think he'd give up the only thing he has that stops you from attacking? He'll never accept an exchange.
You better pray he will, for your own sake. Because once we attack, you'll be worthless to us. And what do you suppose will happen to a worthless bandit?
طيب لن أضيع المزيد من الوقت عليه.
I won't waste any more time on you. You could have saved yourself, but apparently you value your master's skin more than your own.
I don't need to save myself. Istvan will save me. And he'll kill every last one of you.
Why should he save you? He'll sacrifice you, just like everyone in Vranyik and Pribyslavitz. You're nothing but a common bandit.
You don't know anything. He'll come for me, and anyone who lays a finger on me will pay dearly.
Now I'm curious. Why would he care that much about you? Could it be your lovers?
You'd never understand.
For a while there, I thought we'd get nothing out of him. But in the end, he spilled his guts.
I thought you were much too easy on him. But it seems your approach was the right one. Well done, lad. Anyway, it's clear that young fellow is no ordinary brigand. And he believes Toth cares about him. We'll just have to see if the bastard cares as much about him as Divish does about his wife and you about your father.
Well, Divish, I think the time has come to find out just how much Toth values our hostage. Do you want to parley with him yourself?
I think I'll leave that to you, Hamish.
So be it. I'll do my utmost. Bring the hostage below the battlements.
أيوة بيبدأ التفاوض يا جماعة.
Sir Istvan! What is it? Did our neighbourly visit catch you unprepared?
A little. But we've settled in nicely. And this fellow is enjoying our company so much, we simply can't get rid of him.
توتر.
Seems we are in similar situations. Perhaps it's time to send our respective guests home.
Not a chance. Do you take me for a fucking fool? Be warned. If anything happens to Eric, I'll let every manjack here have his way with this bitch, and I'll dice Kobila into goulash meat.
Nobly spoken, your grace. But for all I know, you may have done that already.
Divish, I'm sorry.
Greetings, friends. Fear not, Lord Toth is treating us like royalty.
الله يصير رمزي.
As you can see. But don't try any tricks or they won't be for long, Hanush.
It seems your lord doesn't place any great value in you, boy.
Go to hell. I'm sorry. It looks like it's not going to be that easy.
Well, at least we know they're alive. I didn't expect much of it anyway.
He won't harm them as long as we have this fellow.
طيب شنو الحل؟
Well, friends, what do you suggest?
I'd say we have no choice but to attack.
It's a great risk, Robard, with Stephanie and Radzig inside.
I know how you feel, sir, but Toth is no fool. They are his last safeguard. He will do nothing to harm them until he is sure of victory.
Would you be saying that if it were your wife inside?
Or your father?
Well, let me point out that we have no choice anyway. We don't have enough supplies to keep men here for weeks, while gangs of brigands and Sigismund's army roam the countryside. Toth won't agree to an exchange, and even if he did, we'd have to let him go. With all his men, he'd be a thorn in our sides till Judgment Day.
Sir,
A message has arrived.
What is it?
Margrave Jobst is approaching with his retinue and wants to speak with you.
Jobst, you say? All right.
What is he doing here?
Who's Jobst?
Jobst of Luxembourg is cousin to King Wenceslaus and Sigismund. He's the Margrave of Moravia.
Only a year ago, he was collaborating with Sigismund and the League of Lords. He betrayed King Wenceslas and his ally Prokop. Now, he's changed sides, appointed himself the leader of the rebellion against Sigismund, and wants to liberate Wenceslas.
Whichever way the wind blows.
Nevertheless, it seems the decision is made for us. We don't want Jobst camping with us in front of our own castle like a band of gypsies.
I'm afraid you're right, Hanish. All right. We'll let the men rest a while and then attack. Come to me when everything is ready.
طيب يا جماعة، شفتوا الأحداث اللي صارت يعني متتالية. بدأت المهمة، القسم هو القسم. تحدث إلى السير ديفش بمجرد أن تصبح جاهزا. طيب شفتوا شن صار يا جماعة؟ ستيفان يا جماعة موافقش على التبادل أسرع. عموما يا جماعة احنا جاهزين، يعني ما زال هنري بالجهوزية الكاملة، يعني مفيش حاجة ناخذوها يعني حنعملوها. فحنذهب الآن إلى السير ديفش. ايش تعمل هنا؟ ماكش خايف عن نفسك ولا شنو؟
I'm glad you came.
طيب أنا في خدمتك.
At your service, sir.
I'm about to give the order to bombard Tالمبيرغ. And since it's mainly thanks to you that we still have a trebuchet, I think you should have the honor of the first shot.
أوه. أوكي. والله لا شكرا يا سير ديفش.
I'd be delighted.
To smash my castle? I can't say I share your enthusiasm.
Sorry, sir. I didn't mean it like that.
There's nothing to it. The men will load the trebuchet. All you have to do is pull the lever.
Well, I suppose I could manage that.
Then we'll bombard Tálmberg for several days. Sir Robard will explain what comes next. Farewell.
طيب أطلق النار على المنجنيق أو بالمنجنيق. أعطانا السير ديفش مهمة أو شرف البدء بأول ضربة على قلعة تالمبيرغ. فلما قلنا له بكل سرور زعل، يعني قال شنو، هل أنت فرحان يعني وسعيد بتدمير قلعة تالمبيرغ؟ طيب عموما حيبدأ أول ضربة حيعملها هنري، وبعدها حيستمروا في ضربها بشكل مستمر. ووصلنا يا جماعة، كلموه سير روبارد.
God be with you.
كاد ستيفان أن يمسك بنا مرة أخرى.
There was precious little in it and we could have lost everything.
That's how it goes in war. But God stood by us. And in the end, they're nothing but a bunch of filthy cutthroats. They're sneak thieves and assassins. But does that make them real soldiers?
Well, they're apt to wait till a man nips off into the bushes to relieve himself, lifts up his chainmail tunic and stab him in the back. Personally, I'd rather face a proper soldier.
Because you know just who you're up against. That's probably why Toth is giving us such a hard time.
أوكي.
God be with you.
طيب كيف نعمله يعني؟ أوه. أصبحوا ينزلوا فيه يا جماعة المنجنيق. شوف 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 إبداع الهندسي يا جماعة. طيب شنو يعمل الآن؟ بيحطوا الصخور. يلا البين ان الصخرة ثقيلة جدا. رهيب رهيب يا جماعة المنجنيق هذا رهيب، او المقلاع رهيب. طيب شو نعمل يعني؟ استخدم شوف استخدم، يلا نستخدم. أحسن. أوه جت في القلعة. الله الله، يا سلام يا سلام يا سلام، والله الإبداع إبداع. طيب قلنا نتحدث إلى سير روبرت صح؟ حدثوا. ماذا الآن؟
Divish said...
Sir Divish.
كل شيء متشابه أليس كذلك؟ أوكي خلي نقول السير ديفيش. أوكي.
Sir Divish said you tell me what happens next.
Aye. We're going to watch Istvan shitting himself.
That's all.
For a few days at least. So if you have anything to attend to, now's the time. Just don't forget to come back.
Good luck then.
أها تمام كويس. تحدث إلى سير روبرت. انتظر حتى انتهاء القصف الذي استمر يومين أو حيستمر يومين، يعني القصف. تحدث إلى السير ديفيش واستعد للهجوم. تحدث إلى الكابتن روبرت. هل تحتاج مساعدة في أي شيء؟
Is something the matter?
A few of them have taken to their heels. If they stop in Kuttenberg, I'll be glad enough. But I fear they may have other plans.
If those were the best of Istvan's men, they could be lurking in the woods. They'll probably wait to attack us at the worst possible moment.
My fear exactly. I won't breathe easy until Toth is hanging from the gate. But in the meantime, I'll be glad to know the woods at my back are clear. Can I count on you?
Of course, Sir Robar. Would you like me to bring back their gear as evidence they're dead?
That's not necessary. I trust you, Hal. You don't even have to do the killing, just let me know where you find them and that'll be that. There's no need for you to get hurt in the process.
أها أوكي طيب جميل. يا جماعة سير روبرت قال فيه معسكرات قوات تشتتت تقريبا تابعة لستيفان اللي كانت تهجم، اللي تقريبا اللي كانت قادمة مع إيريك. الباين انهم تشتتوا وعملوا معسكرات. المعسكرات هذه منتشرة هنا، شوف حوالين اللي هو المكان اللي نعسكروا فيه واللي عاملين فيه حصار. فقال تخلص منهم، او مش ضروري تخلص منهم او تقاتلهم، يعني مجرد انك تبلغ على مكانهم، تعرف مكانهم يعني. يا جماعة أقرب شيء لينا حاليا تقريبا السي صح؟ فخلينا نمشوا ونشوف هالمعسكرات هذه. أوكي وصلنا المكان المفروض يكون فيه المعسكر، وهناك تقريبا صح؟ نعم هذا هو.
Yeah. Don't weak to the knees, have you?
Over here! Get over here!
Enough! You've got me. Leave me be.
تعال تعال.
Shit! Leave me be. Enough! You win!
أطلق سراحه دون قيد أو شرط، اجعله يدفع ويطلق تواصل قتال. نعم أنا وحش. تعال نعم تعال تعال يا ولد تعال. وانت واصل قتال. تعال خلينا نمشي المعسكر الثاني البي. وهو وصلنا. هو هذا هو. اصبر هذه قواتنا يا جماعة. نزل حرب معهم. نزل اضرب 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 اضرب. ايوه ترى ايه هذا تاخ يا جماعة، هذا فقد الوعي، لازم نقتلوه.
What have we got here? Entertainment. Great.
طيب هذا يا جماعة البي. حنمشوا الآن لآخر نقطة اللي هي الايه. اوه وجدناه. هذا هو المعسكر. الله الله الله، معسكر كبير والله.
What's that? What have we got here? Entertainment. Great. Is that all you've got? Before that combat.
يلا 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 تعال تعال. خلاص استسلم استسلم. تعال تعال، وين الاستسلام؟ حسابه سهل ماله. هي روح روح روح. طيب يا جماعة خلينا نرجعوا إلى سير روبرت ونقولوا له أنا قضينا على المعسكرات. يلا هذا سير روبرت. تعال يا سير روبرت، لقد وجدت كل المخيمات.
The rest of the woods are clear.
That's a relief. Now let's relieve ourselves of this accursed Toth.
طيب حصلنا 775 قروشا. اكتملت المهمة. حصار. أنا هون.
I'm here.
Can't you see we're still bombarding? You came too soon.
صحيح، هو قالوا خلوا يومين يعني الحصار، أو خلوا يعني المنجنيق يضرب القلعة لمدة يومين. طيب نجوز السير ديفش تقريبا يبي حتوي يبي مني حاجة.
What business have you?
وصلنا إلى المنجنيق في الوقت المناسب.
We made it in the nick of time.
We failed. That serpent from Valdic gave us the slip. I should have known he'd have his fingers in it all. If only I could catch him.
Would you kill him?
Maybe. But before that, I'd throw him in the dungeon for a few years. See how much he enjoys it. Still, the best I'll be able to do is lodge a complaint against him when the king returns, and just thinking about it gets my gall. And my arm's killing me. Damn it! Good luck, then.
تمام. يعني حاليا يا جماعة حنستنوا لمدة يومين حتى تنتهي عملية اللي هو ضرب قلعة تالمبيرغ بالمنجنيق. يومين شو نعملوا فيهم؟ طيب يا جماعة هنا عندنا مهمة جانبية اللي هي ابحث عن عمل لماثيو وفريتز. يا جماعة هذا الأصدقاء هنري لما لقيناهم في ساساو ويبحثوا على عمل. طيب حنبحثوا لهم عن عمل هنا في هذا المكان اللي هو قرية ليدي تشكو. طيب خلينا نمشوا لها. فين المكان يا جماعة؟ تقريبا هنا يا جماعة، تقريبا هنا. هو شنو اصلا المكان هذا؟ شنو فيه؟ مش عارف حتى شنو اصلا هو. هذا طحان يا جماعة، مطحنة. ايه فين؟ ما فيش حد ولا كيف. الو فينهم هذا؟ هذا بيننا، هذا تقريبا هذا خباز. هو نفسه. لا مش نفس. هل ممكن يكونوا في الحانة يستمتعون؟ هذا ميلر. اوكي هذا الطحان اوليفر. طيب هذا هو لقيناه في الحان يا جماعة.
I am honored that a knight.
سمعت أنه يمكنك استخدام بعض المساعدة.
Teresa, the millmaid, sent me. She said you could use some help.
Some extra pairs of hands would be useful. What do you have in mind?
My friends, two survivors of Skalitz, are looking for work.
And why should I take them?
They're experienced carpenters.
Why not? Carpenters would be helpful. There's a lot of work here at the mill, and I'm not as spry as I used to be. Thomas, my foreman, tries his best, but he ain't up to that kind of work. But they aren't idlers and drunks, are they? I only take in people who are willing to do hard, honest work.
خلينا نقول أعرفهم شخصيا وقد قاموا دائما بعمل جيد. شو رأيكم؟ هذه أفضل شيء ممكن.
I'm from Skalitz, and I know them both personally. They worked in the royal mines, and their master couldn't praise them highly enough.
In the Skalitz mines? That's skillful work. I'll be glad to talk to them. Tell them I'll give them a chance. We'll talk about pay and a roof over their heads when they get here.
كويس ممتاز. أخبر فريدز وماثيو أنك وجدت عملا لهم. موجودين هم شو اسمه فريدز وماثيو. يسكنوا هنا في الاسطبلات ولا وين؟ هنا نايمين الباقيين ترى. حكي لو نايمين مساكين. يا خسارة. حالتهم يرثى لها والله. نايمين في الحظاير. ماثيو تحدث.
No. Clear off. Let me sleep. Shit. Sod off.
ماثيو نايم. تعبان مرهق. طيب شو نعمله يعني حاليا؟ ننام واحنا ايضا. شو رايكم؟ وجاء الصباح وسنذهب الى ماثيو ونقول له وفريتز لقد وجدنا لكم عمل. ماثيو لقد وجدنا عمل لك يا رجل. افرح. لقد حصلت على وظيفة لك.
You really found work for us?
Of course. I couldn't bear to look at those sour faces of yours a moment longer.
Thanks, Henry. Only...
What?
The reward we talked about, well, we haven't got 2 groschen to rub together.
معقولة يا راجل؟ معقولة. الباين إننا متفقين إن إذا وجد لهم هنري وظيفة يعطوه مكافأة 2 قروش. 2 قروشن يا شيخ. 2 قروشن يا أخي. ما تجيش بين الأصحاب 2 قروشن أبدا. ستدفع لي في المرة القادمة. لماذا أزعجت نفسك؟ المفروض يقول يعني أنساهم ما تدورهم شو يعطيه يا أخي. المفروض حتى 1000 قروشن تو يا شيخ.
Yeah, that doesn't matter. You'll pay me when you have it.
That we will. Stop by and visit us in a week. We'll pay you back as soon as we get our first wage.
طيب.
God be with you.
ممتاز. وهذهم أصدقاء هنري وفرنا لهم اللي هو عمل. لكن خير ماثيو بدون حداء. معقولة يا جماعة إلى هالدرجة ما عندهمش أموال؟ تمام. نحن حاليا توا في اليوم الأول فات وما زال يوم ثاني. وبكرة حيبدأ طبعا الهجوم. ما زال القصف يا جماعة مستمر. توا حاليا احنا في منتصف الليل تقريبا. خلينا ننام إلى الصباح ونشوف شو يصير. سيد روبارد ينتظرني. أوكي. تلمي. أفترض أنه سيتعين علينا الهجوم.
Since Sir Divish's colours still aren't flying over Taalmberg, I suppose we'll be attacking.
Just so. That Istvand's a stubborn bastard.
All right. When do we start?
There's no reason to wait. Are you really ready? If you need to rest or anything, we can still wait. You won't have another chance until we've won the day. Or until your final rest.
أنا مستعد.
I'm ready.
Glad to hear it. We're going to attack on 2 fronts. The north gate and the west wall, which will scale with ladders. The attack will be split into different stages. Taking the outer walls, the inner bailey, and finally the core of the castle and the tower.
أوكي عشان هذه قهر البوابة.
How are we going to attack the gate?
We'll try to do as much damage as we can with the trebuchet first. Keyser claims he can even hit it directly. Even if that's true, We'll have to charge through a downpour of enemy arrows all the way to the portcullis.
Portcullis?
Fortunately, it's wooden, so we'll be able to break it down. But dealing with the defense in the bailey won't be easy.
باهي هجوم على الحائط
What's the
الغربي.
plan for attacking the west wall?
First, we have to get men to the wall with ladders, which is no easy matter under fire, so we'll need as many men covering them as possible. As soon as the ladders are in place, our foot soldiers will run up and try to scale the wall. Once a few of them get to the battlements, we should quickly gain the upper hand.
طيب كيف نأخذ
How will we
الأسواق؟
take the battlements?
Either by scaling the west wall, or our men at the gate will help. If they can break through, that is.
شنو هذه؟
And
والداخلي.
the inner bailey?
That will be tough. Even if we get through the gate and into the outer bailey, we're still a long way from victory. The castle is designed so we'll be like hens in a coop to anyone with a bow on the inner battlements. We'll have to either fight our way through, or somehow get around them.
باهي ماذا عن أماكن المعيشة؟
What about the living quarters?
There, I'm worried most about the hostages. Once we're inside, Istvan will know defeat is inevitable, but we'll still have to fight for each and every room.
أعتقد أنني أعرف كل ما
I've heard
أحتاجه.
everything I need to know.
Do you want to join the attack on the walls or on the gate? Remember, many of the Skalitz men will follow you. It could make a big difference.
I'll help with the attack on the walls.
I'm proud of you, Henry. You've changed from an insolent pup into a tough, reliable fighter. And as God is my witness, we will kick those whore sons' arses.
A village lad and an old soldier? This man must be shaking in his boots.
If he's not shaking, then he doesn't know what he's got coming. Just one last thing, though. No matter how good the plan is, something always gets fucked up. Keep your eyes open and take advantage of every chance. Help your comrades and don't go rushing in where you're outnumbered. We have to take the castle gradually, one position after another.
I'll remember that.
Good luck to you.
هذا شو اللي وراك يا سيف برنارد؟
Good luck to you, old soldier.
Good luck.
أوه جت المعركة الحاسمة جاءت المعركة الحاسمة يا جماعة. يا سلام. اضرب. الله 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 الله. هوب. ايوه هذه هي اللي ماسكه البوابه. اوكي هجوم يلا 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 اهجم. هذا جايين سنهجم على الجدران يا جماعة. يلا 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 قم برفع السلم. قم. السلم الأول هو هذا السلم الأول. حول أنا أول الصاعدين. يلا بينا ستيفان الويل لك. وينهم؟ أهلا هوبي ها ها هي ها هو ها هي ها هو 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 اقعد تعال هنا. يلا هذا لو قتلناه. لا مش انت سوري. تعال هنا لا يلا وين نهجم احنا؟ على طول الجدار، على طول الجدار. ايه اضرب 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 اضرب. داروبية داروبية يا جماعة. فوز فوز فوز. اصجم. الله الله الله. تعال هنا تعال هنا تعال هنا. يلا اللي بعده مين ثاني؟ قتلوه يلا. اهجم. وينه وينه؟ الله 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 الله. تعال هنا. عن تعال هنا تعال هنا تعال هنا. قطع اضرب. امشي 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 امشي. لا ضربت عماية ضربت عماية. يلا يلا. وين نهجم حاليا؟ هنا 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 الهجوم يا جماعة. يلا فين؟ هنا. طيب هذه الأسوار محيطة بهم يا جماعة. اوكي دخلوا صح؟ اوكي احنا نلتف وراهم نلتف خلفهم. يلا في مزاح. اضرب. زي الزحمة هذه. تعال هنا تعال هنا تعال هنا. طيب سلام قضينا عليك.
Sir,
okay.
We should give the order.
Let's see if Istvan Toth can worm his way out of this one.
Don't tempt fate, Hamish.
Istvan! It's over!
فينه هذا؟ كامل في الصومعة.
You want us to come and get you?
I wouldn't advise that. Your friend Divish wants to see his wife alive again.
And Sir Radzig? Are both hostages unharmed?
For now, Hanush, unless circumstances change.
I'm glad to hear it. My guest is also safe and sound, but he's also quite keen to go home. I imagine you feel the same way. It's been a long time since you warmed yourself at your own hearth.
I'm in no hurry. I've plenty of supplies here, grand view and excellent company. What more could I want?
Your freedom!
Freedom? Freedom to get an arrow in the back?
Sir, you're all noblemen here, all bound by honor. I give you my word as a knight and lord, and that of my companions. If you release Lady Stephanie and Sir Radzig, you may leave the castle with your men and go on your way unharmed.
And just how far will we get? What good will it do me if your men attack us in the woods instead of here?
If you give me your word of honor that you will leave and never return, I promise you safe passage to the boundary of this fiefdom. What happens after that is up to you and the will of God Almighty.
Very well then, but I want a small safeguard. I'll give you her ladyship, but Radzig comes with me. I'll release him in Skalitz.
Out of the question! Is our word not good enough for you?
Is mine not good enough for you? I swear I'll release him when I get to a safe distance.
I'll go with him, Hanush. Let the Lady Stephanie have her freedom now.
Father!
Don't worry, son. I trust Lord Toth's self-interest more than his word. He wouldn't be fool enough to harm me.
If you're certain, Radzig.
Prepare horses and supplies, and tell your men to pull back. We'll come down.
You heard him. Get to work. And any man who breaks this truce answers to me.
So, are you really going to let them go?
My word is my bond, Henry.
He's a cutthroat and a liar. Good men are dead because of him. What's to stop us from skewering him as soon as he sets foot outside?
Our honor!
If you let him go, he'll do the same again. Or worse.
God's justice will find him. And then, he'll get a taste of my mace.
If we break our word of honor, we have none. And without honor, we are nothing. Never fear. Your father will be all right.
We'll hunt down those vermin yet.
اوكي والله الا قوية يا جماعة. بيهرب ستيفان والله، نخلوه يهرب. احضر الأحصنة. بيهرب.
Here she is, as I promised. Not a hair on her head harmed.
Divish.
Stephanie.
Forgive me, husband. I'm sorry.
For what?
For letting them into the castle.
Come now.
Me.
You're not to blame.
امشي 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 من قدامي امشي.
I didn't know who he was. He said he was your friend.
Never mind. Did he hurt you?
No.
طيب.
I hope your word can be trusted.
Certainly more than yours.
If everything goes as agreed, I'll set Radzig free in Skalitz. If anyone tries to follow us, I'll kill him.
We won't.
My apologies for keeping you from your father, but you'll see each other soon enough. Oh, I almost forgot. Your sword. I expect you'll want it back after all the trouble you went to. Actually, you know what? I think I'll keep it. As a memento.
This isn't over. I'll find you.
I look forward to it. Yeah!
والله العظيم. يستفز فيه استفزاز مش عادي.
Quick! To the battlements! We have to see which way they go! Oh, they really are heading for Skalitz. Mount up, Henry.
You've heard what he'll do if we follow them.
We're not going to follow them. We just have to collect your father. Or do you want him to walk back here when they release him?
ديم يا جماعة.
What will you do now?
اركب مع السير هانز.
Not long ago, I only made plans 3.
طيب.
Yeah. He's a noble, right?
Yes. So am I.
So Radzig will be there.
This is quite a turnaround, isn't it?
What do you mean?
How long have we known each other? A few weeks?
Something like that.
Before that, I was chasing wenches around Rattay and you were digging turnips. And now look at us. A pair of veterans.
I was an apprentice blacksmith, not a turnip digger.
Same difference, you silly bugger.
Yeah. What should I say to him?
Don't worry. It'll come to you. You'll see.
Well, I just hope he'll be there. Alive.
The way you found Toth, sneaking into Brannick all on your own. Well, what I mean is, hats off to you, Hal. You wouldn't catch me doing that.
Truth is, I didn't think much about it. I just felt I had to do it.
طيب ما زال الطريق طويلة والله كيف. اوكي تمام. احسن بقى.
There's no sign of them. Move on.
من هذا؟ وجدوه سير رادزي. اطلقوا صراحة. اوكي.
I'm glad to see Ishvan kept his word, sir.
Not half as glad as I am, Your Grace.
Well, we kept our word too. And now Toth has had his head start and he's fair game. Which way do they go?
To the north, but I would be careful, Sir Hans.
Fear not, Your Grace. I have twice as many men as he. Well, I won't keep you any longer. I'm sure the two of you have a lot to say to each other. Let's go!
يلا بينا.
You all right, Father?
I am. They treated me quite decently. Although they did steal my horse, so I'll have to go back on foot.
الأب وابنه. طيب اجتمعوا أخيرا.
It's all over.
Not by a long shot. It won't be over until we get this mess cleared up.
And catch that bastard. How could we let him go?
Would you rather we killed him? Even if it meant Lady Stephanie and I died too?
No, of course not. But what was to stop us from killing him after the exchange?
Honor?
Honor?
If the word of honor of a nobleman could not be trusted, then he would never have agreed to the exchange.
And where's the honor in abandoning your son?
You know how it is. We were young. It happened. And I couldn't marry a commoner. Then your father, Martin, came along and took care of both of you.
He knew it.
What? That I was your father? Certainly. He was a great man. He took you as his own. And always kept an eye on you. Of that you can be sure.
I know so little about his past.
He told you nothing? Oddly enough, even though you don't have his blood, you're very like him. When he was around your age, he became bored of his trade and set out to see the world. He lived through many adventures, even fought in a war.
In a war?
Yes, in Poland, I believe. And I don't think he cared much for it.
That's why he wanted me to stay at home.
He spent some time in Prague, then settled in Kuttenberg. But it seems he quarreled with someone there and finally ended up here. You know the rest.
I loved him, but even so, I somehow always had a feeling I didn't quite fit in.
It was in your blood, I suppose.
I lost the one thing I had left from him. Your sword.
Ah, the sword. It's not my sword. It's yours.
Oh. Okay.
For a moment there, it was so near, yet so far. Oh, well, it can't be helped.
It was almost within my grasp, but just then I had something else on my mind.
Well, I think we may yet have a chance to get it back. This business with Toth is not yet over, unfortunately.
That's a chance I'd welcome. Not just to get the sword, but that bastard Istvan too. And then I'll find that German whoreson who torched Skalitz, and I'll slay him with it. I'll never forget his face. Or his name. Mark Vart von Aulitz.
Those are noble intentions, son. But don't forget there are other things in this world that are worth living for.
Like what?
Look around you. Blue skies overhead, green grass underfoot, beautiful girls. Good wine, a few good friends, and a fine steed under your backside. Those are things worth living for. Though I can't deny that swine who killed your mother must pay for what he did. But it's better not to dwell too much on that at the cost of those other things. On the subject of steeds, I think we'll have to ride like the Knights Templar.
How's that?
2 up. One day I'll tell you how they got their seal. You can take the front.
طيب دايم يا جماعة.
It's like I always imagined it would be, teaching my boy to ride. Although it would be better if you were a little smaller. My word, it's all go today, isn't it? Who this is?
شنو هذا
I
جيش؟
know. It's Margrave Jobst.
King's cousin? I wonder what he
ابن عم
wants.
الملك.
I guess we'll find out soon enough.
اوكي ابن عم الملك يا جماعة جاي بجيوشة. ليش؟ الله أيوة وأخيرا يا جماعة هذه هي النهاية. نهاية غير عادية. نهاية لا توصف. من أجمل القصص ومن أجمل الألعاب اللي ممكن الواحد يلعبها يعني ويستمتع بيها. وأخيرا يا جماعة في مقطع يا جماعة. شنو هذا؟
You're doing well, son.
Father.
Come now. You know who sired you.
That doesn't matter now. I miss you, Amar. I miss you very much.
You'll be fine. We're proud of you.
For what? I let you down. I lost the sword. I let that bastard get away.
Don't be so hard on yourself. There was nothing you could have done to save us. And someone has to live and carry the torch. As for the sword, it's just a thing.
You didn't want me fighting. Now look at me.
Standing up to evil isn't the same as sowing its seeds. You did what was right.
دايم يا جماعة.
I have to leave you now.
Oh, please.
You know I can't stay.
Will I ever see you again?
God knows. Make her proud.
Don't go.
اوكي. ها؟ يا حلب.
No.
What on earth were you dreaming about? I couldn't wake you, and it's well past dawn. Sir Radzig wants you at the upper castle. The lords are in council with Jobst.
Right. I'll go straight away. What is it?
It's just... I don't know how to address you anymore. All of a sudden you're Sir Radzig's son, hobnobbing with lords and ladies. And here's me, as common as muck.
Oh, give over, you idiot. Do I look like a lord to you?
Not really. You're as much a lord as I am a nun. And I've never looked good in a habit.
Get out of here! Or I'll have you clapped in the stocks.
ايوه ابن لورد، ابن لورد يا جماعة. يا سلام يا سلام يا سلام. طيب شنو ما زال في مهام؟ اي والله ما زال في مهام. اذهب إلى القلعة خلال النهار لمقابلة جوبست مارغريف. الخاتمة، بدأت المهمة. الخاتمة.
Stop
يا
right
سلام.
there. I have to search you.
أنا ابن رجل نبيل أيها الإمعة.
Be quick about it.
إيش دوا كان يكلم فيا؟
Such are my orders.
لا تزعجني. هل تريد حقا أن تفتشني؟ ابتعد.
What's that to do with me? Don't you know who I am?
Right. That is certainly. Welcome. Welcome.
إذا بي الرعديد. أنا كنت نظن خلاص انتهت القصة يعني خلاص. أوكي مقطع سينمائي الباقي.
Hal. Are you going to the meeting with Margrave Jobst as well?
I am.
Margrave Jobst.
What about Istvan? I assume
that we didn't catch him? No. Because if we had, you'd be the first one to know. Have no fear. We'll get him eventually.
I hope you're right. Anyway, let's go and see what Jobst wants from us.
My lords, Christ's blessings on you all.
And on you, Lord Capon.
And this is my son, Henry.
I didn't know you had a son, Sir Radzig.
It came as a bit of a surprise to young Henry, too.
This gentleman here is John II of Liechtenstein, a member of my council.
I'm honored, gentlemen.
Come join us. Margrave Jobst was just about to tell us the reason for his visit. Your Grace?
I'm sure we're all agreed, Your Graces, that all this unrest must come to an end. This kingdom needs a king.
Question is, which king?
My cousin, Wenceslas IV, who is being held in captivity.
I have to confess, my lord, that your answer surprises me a little. If I'm correctly informed, until recently you sided with your other cousin, Sigismund.
That I cannot deny, and I have always stated my position plainly. But times have changed.
How have they changed, Your Grace?
Sir, there is one thing on which we undoubtedly concur, that King Wenceslas, unfortunately, did not inherit his father's gift for governing. Sadly, his failures have cost Bohemia, the nobles, and our whole Luxembourg family a great deal of money and effort.
How did the king let it go so far, damn it?
It's in his temperament. He cares only for wine, women, and the hunt. A king, in fact, who never wanted to be king.
Then why didn't he just let his brother have the crown?
Young sir, the crown weighs heavy when there are duties to be performed, but to surrender it means giving up great privileges too.
But he did surrender power to his brother. When things started getting out of hand, Wenceslas appealed to Sigismund for help in restoring order.
What, you're saying Wenceslas invited him here?
This is starting to make my head spin.
Actually, it makes sense when you think about it. Sigismund wanted to re-establish the power of the whole House of Luxembourg. He thought if he helped Wenceslas win the imperial crown, in return his brother would help him become the king of the Romans, and leave the actual reign of Bohemia and the empire to him. Sigismund would govern, while Wenceslas could carry on doing what he was best at, enjoying the life of the imperial court.
Why wasn't Wenceslas crowned Holy Roman Emperor long ago? He was already elected King of the Romans. All he had to do was go and let the Pope put the damn imperial crown on his head.
Who knows? Maybe he'd prefer hunting and consorting with bathhouse wenches to spending time with the Pope.
Well, so would I must admit.
Sigismund's plan seemed sound enough, but it didn't quite work out, did it?
It worked for a while. He and his brother reached an agreement. Sigismund took over administration of the kingdom and began planning Wenceslas's journey to Rome for the imperial coronation. But then Wenceslas realized he would just be a puppet with a crown.
I must say, Margrave Jobst, Wenceslas and Prokop behave rather like naughty children in need of a good clout about the ears.
Sigismund would agree. He was already planning his rule of Bohemia, and all of a sudden, the rug was pulled from under him. I'd say he lost his patience and decided he'd drag Wenceslas to the coronation kicking and screaming if he had to. Just like a naughty child, as you say.
So he abducted him and your brother Prokop too, if I heard correctly.
Correct.
And you helped him do it, if I heard correctly.
Yes, your graces, it's true. I was there when Sigismund abducted Prokop. I thought everything could somehow be settled, that we could make my brother see sense. But Sigismund just wanted to put an end to the dispute once and for all, whatever the cost. There was nothing I could do to stop him. And that's one of the reasons why I'm here. The worst of it is that it was all for nothing. Instead of putting a stop to the revolt, it escalated it, and the result is this chaos we have today.
That's true enough, sir. But I must admit now, I'm not sure what your position is. The king is incompetent, but we must protect him?
The simple truth, gentlemen, is that for all of Wenceslas's faults, we have no one else.
So we'll have to make do with his idleness.
People like him, though.
But what can we do now? Sigismund has the League of Lords behind him. Otto von Bergolf, Heinrich von Rosenberg.
The situation has gotten completely out of control. Now even the nobles of the League of Lords are realizing that Sigismund wasn't the right choice.
So now Bergolf is on your side. Are we to assemble an army together with him and face Sigismund on the field of battle?
We're not in Hungary now. Such affairs may be settled elegantly, without unnecessary hostilities or expenses. I have negotiated an alliance with the Hungarian bishops, the Polish, and of course the Czech nobility, against Sigismund. Every day he is losing the ground under his feet, and that's why I need your help too.
What kind of help, though? Sigismund has a massive army, and Rosenberg, Berghof, and Prague are behind him. Do you have an army you could face him with?
But that's not what I mean at all. There's been a revolt against Sigismund in Hungary, partly due to my efforts, and now he'll have to choose whether he wants to gain the Bohemian crown, which is a very risky enterprise, or hold on to the Hungarian one. He can't have both. And there's a tough struggle awaiting him in Hungary. I'm not sure he'll win, and Rosenberg and Berghof know it too. They're not stupid. If the Bohemian nobility stands together, they will turn.
We are men of little consequence, Margrave. Radzig here lost everything because of his alliance with Wenceslas. Sir Divish came within a hair of the same fate. Even Rattay is defenseless against Sigismund and the League of Lords.
What's more, your grace, King Wenceslas languishes in captivity in Vienna. He can't rule too well from there.
And what do you propose? To sit with your arms folded till the Bohemian lands are turned to ashes like scarlets? We have to put a stop to this senseless war!
And do you know, sir, what the true position of the League of Lords is?
I'm not on the best of terms with them at this moment, so you'll have to ask them yourselves.
Yes. Why not? I'll go and visit Bergov at his castle and we'll see what he tells me.
You know, that's not such a bad idea, young sir.
True. Though a little risky.
I doubt Bergov would harm a blue-blooded envoy. And you can find out what he has to say about developments and what the League of Lords is planning. Then we'll decide what to do next.
I'll help you compose a letter to him.
I'd like Henry to come with me.
Why not? He's proven himself an able investigator, and he'll also be a good bodyguard if anything should happen.
And I'll send Sir John here to Kuttenberg to be my eyes and ears there. I believe both your reports will help us get a better grip on the situation.
When can you set out?
Just as soon as I pack my things.
Excellent. Margrave Jobst and I will draft a letter. Get ready, and we'll meet back here.
I expect it would be best to write it in your name as Lord of Lipa.
Quite so, Margrave.
What exactly am I to write?
Oh, what isn't really the issue. The question is how. We need to learn where they stand on liberating the king and ousting Sigismund. If they'll make trouble or join our side, but...
But we have to ask in a way that won't leave Sir Capon being run out of the castle with a whip.
Exactly.
How about writing that you're concerned about current events and that you want to see things settled peaceably, and then ask the opinion of the League of Lords?
Very well said, sir. And what they want to do about freeing King Wenceslas.
Whether they think liberating King Wenceslas IV might contribute to resolving the dispute?
And what they plan to do about the god-awful mess in this country.
What steps they envisage taking to end the pillaging of Bohemia by foreign armies?
I couldn't have put it better myself.
Well, I'd also venture to suggest one more. What is their stance on that is, the initiatives of Margrave Jobst of Moravia and a large part of the Bohemian nobility? Whether they plan to take action against them or support their efforts?
You read my thoughts, sir.
كويس يا جماعة أخيرا انتهى الموضوع. هذا يا جماعة مارغريف جوبست، هذا يا جماعة ابن عم الملك وينسسلاس اللي مأسور عند سيجزموند. هذا في الأول أيد سيجزموند على أسر وينسسلاس، يحسابه أن المشاكل حتنتهي، لكن قال زادت الفوضى وكبرت أكثر من اللازم وأصبحت حرب تأكل الأخضر واليابس. فهو حاليا جاء وبيعمل تحالف وحيقوم بإنقاذ الموقف اللي صاير في بوهيميا، وحينقلب على سيجزموند. هذا اللي فهمته من القصة طبعا. فحاليا شد فيه طبعا هنا ترى نشوفوا السير رازق، حنكلموا السير رازق صح؟
So, it looks like you're off on a mission.
Yes, I can't wait.
I don't want to dampen your spirits, my boy, but watch out. These are evil times, and who knows what can happen along the way. Not to mention that Bergov is no saint.
Don't worry.
I know. You've shown you can fend for yourself, but do take care. You'll be traveling as Lord Capon's bodyguard. You'll be there to make sure nothing untoward happens to him. Keep your eyes peeled and your ears wide open. What Bergov tells you is one thing, but what you see may be quite another.
Rest assured, Father.
And don't get embroiled in anything else. Just hand over the letter, hear out his reply, and return.
Yes.
Very well. Bergov is at Trotsky Castle. I think you'll find it quite an eye-opener. It's one of the finest castles in the land. It's 3 days' ride from here, so unless you hit a snag along the way, you'll be back soon enough. Take the letter from Sir Hanush. And good luck, son.
تمام. نمشي للسير هانوش. احصل على الرسالة. اوكي خلينا نكلموه. خذ الرسالة. تمام.
I believe we have written it well, gentlemen.
Without a doubt. No one could deduce from this whether we are Sigismund's allies or foes.
I must travel back to Brno now, but soon I will go to Brandenburg and I will stop here on the way back. By then, Sir Capon should be back and we can discuss how to proceed.
Right. Before you leave, my lord, there is one thing that gives me no rest. Why did Sigismund come as a foe? It makes no sense.
If I may, sir, I think I can explain.
Oh, please enlighten us, young sir.
I live not far from Hungary, where Sigismund reigns. It is a savage country, and the constant war with the Turks has hardened the people. They need a monarch with an iron hand. So when Sigismund felt the wind of revolt, he reacted as he would at home. Only what works on the Hungarian nobles does not work here in Bohemia.
Bringing order is one thing, but slaughtering and pillaging with a horde of barbarians quite another. What purpose does that serve?
But Sigismund did give the Bohemian nobles a chance to take his side. It was only when they refused his ultimatum that he lost patience and took to the sword.
As for the barbarians, he could afford nothing better. The Hungarian nobility would gain nothing from joining his campaign in Bohemia. He didn't have enough coin for a regular army, and so he recruited the Cumans. What he does not pay them, they make up for in plunder.
But in the end, he didn't have enough to even satisfy the Cumans. That's why he raided Kuttenberg and Skalitz. He wanted the silver.
That makes sense.
My lords, how's the letter coming along?
It's done.
Then we can be on our way.
Now remember what we said, boy. All you have to do is deliver the letter, listen to the answer, and come back here. Don't provoke Berghoff in any way.
Provoke? Me? Never, Uncle. We'll be back in a few days. Farewell, your graces. Come, Henry, my men are waiting.
I wish you Godspeed.
اغسل وجهك قبل باهي كابون، خير وجهك قاعد ملطخ. طيب شين قالك هنا؟ تهانينا، لقد أكملت القصة الرئيسية. إذا كنت ترغب في ذلك فلا يزال بإمكانك الشروع في مهام وأنشطة جانبية أو مجرد التجول في العالم. يمكنك إنهاء اللعبة في أي وقت بعد ذلك بالركوب خارج الخريطة مع فريق السير هانز كابون. يا عيني عليك. وحاليا يا جماعة خلينا نقول لكم بشكل رسمي لقد أنهينا هذه اللعبة الأسطورية، يعني لعبة من أجمل الألعاب اللي تم صناعتها. وللعلم أنا حسب ما سمعت إن هذه اللعبة لها 3 أجزاء. يعني هذا الجزء الأول وما زال فيه تكملة، الجزء الثاني والجزء الثالث، لكن طبعا ما زال هذه الأجزاء يطوروا فيها. يعني حاليا الله أعلم إمتى حتنزل هذه الأجزاء مش معروف، لكن حسب ما سمعت إنهم يطوروا فيها. ويا جماعة بهذه الخاتمة الفخمة والرائعة اللي نتمنى إنها نالت إعجابكم واستمتعتوا بها، يعني 15 حلقة كانوا من أجمل الحلقات بالنسبة لي، وإن شاء الله تكون من أجمل الحلقات بالنسبة لكم أيضا. عشنا فيها أجواء جميلة جدا ومغامرات غير عادية. وقبل ما ننهي يا جماعة هذا المقطع ما تنسوش دعمنا بالاشتراك واللايك والنشر، وإلى اللقاء في ألعاب جديدة وسلاسل جديدة إن شاء الله. مع السلامة.